line. So,
But did Tobias Harris move the needle?
50, 100?
Does Tobias Harris move the needle for you?
I don't need Tobias Harris to move the needle for me. That's why I have an MVP candidate in Joel Embiid, a Hall of Famer in James Harden, and a rising young cat named Tyrese Maxey. And Tyrese Maxey and James Harden have played like half the year for him. So,
do you think this team would benefit from moving one of their starters to the bench? Like, obviously, Tobias' contract doesn't allow
Tyrese
you.
Maxey is actually perfectly suited for the bench.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think if you move DeAnthony Milton into the starting lineup or Shake, and you run, one of the Miltons with James Harden, and because this team does lack a true backup point guard, they don't even have a true backup point guard on this roster.
Yeah, I guess Milton and Melton kind of combined for one.
Yeah, but like no one that's actually like a Cameron Payne or like a George Hill.
Ugh.
Even though George Hill's over the hill. But was George Hill ever a Sixer? He was, wasn't he?
I believe so. I think
a few years ago.
James Harden's doing more than enough. I mean, Harden just recently got back. Maxey's played half the year, just like Harden. My issue with the Sixers is more so that James Harden's on my team, and I know he's going to collapse in the playoffs, but maybe his new style of basketball he won't, but I don't know why that would happen. So I think they're like perfectly fine right now as it is. Tobias is playing phenomenal. You bring up some good points. I think D'Anthony Melton was a huge addition for him too. So I mean, we'll see. They're sitting at 17-12, and they've won what was that 5 straight?
Yeah,
5 straight. So
5 straight.
I mean, they lost 3 straight before.
I'm not saying that they're broken.
Sure.
I was just I was just saying, do you think it'd be beneficial if they moved like Tyrese to the bench?
I do. I think Tyrese Maxey is a perfect bench player, and people take that so personally that
I don't think
he needs bench players. So
yeah, and
he can still close games.
Exactly, he's still closing games.
Yeah,
I just think if you start D'Anthony, because I think D'Anthony is like a great starter, and he's shown in the games that he started that he's
so good.
Yeah, and he's a really good complementary player to
get you rebounds, he'll get you assists, he'll get you steals,
especially for being undersized. So that brings up my thought that like Tyrese is still closing games. Tyrese will still probably play 30 minutes a night, but do you think it'd be better if Tyrese leads that bench mob? And
I've been on that train for a minute now. That's why I think Jordan Poole is bench player. I think Kevin Porter Jr. is bench player, and people get so like personally attacked.
I think it comes out of the salaries. People are like, you don't pay someone $30 million to be a bench guy. And I'm just like, bro, like contracts are going up to a point. Like contract like with the new media deal, like the salary might not even matter what you're making anymore. It's just what role you fit best to help a championship team win.
Exactly, man. That's why Jordan Poole was so valuable off the Warriors bench. Like, it's just something.
I mean, he's still coming off the bench. He just can't make a goddamn shot right now.
Well, he's been getting there. He started the season like that. I get what you're saying.
Now, let's also